Hi Capricorn, welcome to your Oracle of Love for Singles who's coming towards you general tarot reading. So for those wondering if romance is coming in or if you're potentially dancing around someone where a romance could blossom, this reading might be for you. There will be an extended version of this reading. The link to that extended video will be provided in the link below in the show more section, along with my email for those that were after private readings. Once again, thank you so much for all your likes, shares, subscribes, commenting. It really does mean a lot. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me. Even if you just stop by from time to time, it's still very much appreciated. So thanks for doing that, Capricorn. Let's get straight into it. Singles, Oracle of Love, who's coming in towards single Capricorns? Okay, Okay, Knight of Swords. Someone is coming in quite quickly. There could be a bit of impulsive energy about this person. A Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Sorry, I almost wanted to say Taurus for some reason. But the Knight of Swords is definitely an air sign or air energy that's coming in. This person has a sense of urgency around them. So I'm not sure if they're coming in sooner rather than later. Or there's something about time, a sense of time or a sense of urgency. They might be visiting on a business trip. You might bump into each other. They might have something that's coming up, but it's almost like there's a time limit that will be placed on this relationship or when the two of you meet. It could also be denotive of an air sign coming in, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They're coming in as a Knight of Swords. Quite impulsive energy around this person. They might like fast things, fast cars, fast words, fast transactions. They could be a fast talker, but there's a sense of urgency definitely around this person. But they're coming up as the Knight, which is good. So for those ladies out there who are waiting in their Knight in shining armor, he's definitely coming and he's rushing, which is good. But yeah, something to do with a time urgency or not having enough time. It could also be that the relationship or this person progresses quite quickly. Things will unfold very quickly. This person will want to move very quickly, possibly. This person could be very charismatic, well-spoken, but maybe doesn't have much of a filter when they speak. And it could be very blunt, very out in the open. Okay, you've got the Devil card, Capricorn. This is you. It could definitely be a fellow Capricorn that's coming in fairly quickly. Look, it's something that can start off definitely as friends with benefits. It could certainly start off as a one-night stand and then kick on to a relationship. It's also the notion that you might jump into bed together quite quickly, might become quite physically linked, physically attracted with each other. There's definitely a very, very strong attraction here. So for some of you, this person could already be coupled up. They might have someone else around them. They might have just finished a relationship because the Devil to me can often symbolize affairs because we see this sort of dark, taboo, secretive behavior here. So they could be quite secretive, or this relationship, this person can be quite secretive in their nature. But I think the two of you, once you meet, which I think will be a face-to-face meeting, it's almost like you'll be instantly just hooked on this person. Won't be able to stop thinking about them. Very much have even obsessive thoughts about them with the Devil card here. It's almost like you feel a karmic link, and it's almost like you just feel so drawn to this person that's coming in. So they could be a fellow Capricorn. They could have some sort of, some sort of secret thing that they do. Now this could be, maybe they have a substance abuse problem. Maybe they have an addiction. Maybe they are addicted to sex, bondage. Maybe they are the type of person that once they get into a relationship, you know, they really, really attach themselves to people. They could work in this sort of industry where they're very face-to-face to people as well, very customer-based and locking people into contracts. It could even be working with couples, maybe approving loans, for home loans, for mortgages, but it's almost like they're locking people into contracts with the chains, or they could even be like, if he's a male or even a female, say like a prison guard or security or something to do with chains somehow. I mean, because we do see these people that are locked into something. So it's either physically being locked in, like working for a company that specializes in locks or storage, or something to do with chains. They might even have a certain, whether they're a male or a female, they might have a certain bracelet or chain that they wear around them that you'll notice as well. But I mean, there's something mysterious and devious about this person. I think they like to get up to a bit of mischief, to be honest, Capricorn. With the Devil card. But again, I feel there's a very a sexual, playful nature to them that's going to excite you. But I think this is how it's going to start. So I wouldn't be surprised if you rush into bed very quickly with this person. Okay, the Page of Wands. They are quite passionate, possibly a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. You do have quite a few elements here, but they are someone who's quite passionate. I think they're doing a bit of traveling. There's movement around them somehow. So I'm not sure if if their role entails them to move around and deal with client relations, and that is customer based and focused elsewhere, outside to different cities, countries even, or provinces. But with the Page of Wands, I feel like there's a lot of flirtation going on with this person. I think it's going to get hot and heavy quite quickly. The Page of Wands is also a message of adventure, movement, passion, lust. I think they might be traveling quite a fair bit, or they have to travel, whether that's for business, whether that's for work, or whether that's purely for leisure. But there's certainly this sense of urgency we can see here with the Knight of Swords, the Page of Wands. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person is actually in town and this is how you meet. They're only in town for a certain amount of time. You sort of get together and then eventually you take the relationship further. They are quite adventurous. They are quite youthful. There's a lot of movement around them. They like to get things done. They're definitely a mover and a shaker. They're not someone who's stagnant. I think they really go out there and explore and embrace life. Okay, the Eight of Swords. Something to do with air in their chart, possibly. Again, this could be denotive of this secretive behavior I'm talking about. I'm not sure if this relationship at first might be a bit, or when you meet them, you might be already with someone, Capricorn, and this person comes up, and it could be that they present you with an opportunity to have an affair, or vice versa. Because it's almost like someone will be blinded to this. Or perhaps this person works in this sort of industry where they help couples. Maybe they're a therapist for couples. Maybe they deal with people who do have substance abuse problems, issues, addictions. Maybe they help people, or they conduct meetings in AA or sex rehabilitation. Or overcoming those obstacles of addiction somehow. They could do this for work, actually. I feel like they're a good speaker with the swords here, but I also feel like they're an empath, and this is why they're sort of in that line of work, whether they deal with rehabilitation of some kind. Again, it could be, I'm leaning towards the secrecy, if it's not the work thing. It's almost like being blind to something. So they could have air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, rising, Venus, moon sign, ascendant. But with the Eight of Swords, I think there's something that they're shutting themselves away from. Maybe they've shut themselves off from a relationship for quite some time, but they're fearful. I think they're fearful to get into a relationship right away. I think things will develop physically very, very soon between the two of you, more so. But again, it could be that this person is helping those who are the Eight of Swords, helping the people who are anxious, who do have maybe mental illness, substance reliance on substances. Maybe they have this benevolent attribute to them that they've transferred into their work and professional life. Okay, the Eight of Cups, 2 eights have come up. Eight of Cups is a message of movement. There's this person could be journeying. They're definitely journeying into something. It could be physical journeying. They're on the move a lot. And this might be where you meet. It could certainly be something to do with movement, something to do with the trip. There's 2 cards that denote a trip, which is the Page of Wands and the Eight of Cups. A holiday, a trip, someone possibly foreigner from a different country, different religion, different upbringing, different heritage. Could be an out-of-towner as well that's coming in. But I think they're currently undergoing this growth, this emotional growth and enlightenment, which is good. I like the path that they're on. I also feel like in their recent past they've lacked stability. But the Eight of Cups is also this, I think it's someone that is quite outdoorsy. Because the Page of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Devil, they're quite adventurous and they're quite bold and daring. They could be a little bit, scandalous. They could be a little bit too much for some of you. And it's almost like, oh, I would never date this person. You know, I'd only want to use them for this, or I'd only want to be with them in this regard, not in any other. So it might take you off guard a little bit, Capricorn. But they definitely like to be outdoors. I don't think they have had a meaningful relationship in quite some time, but I'll look at that in the extended reading. There's movement. There's definitely movement. And it's almost like the two of you might be so I'm not sure if you even work with this person, and distance might create a barrier between the two of you. They could work in another department, in another division, or at another branch, and hence this is why there's a split, possibly why they're turning their back on people, because they just have to keep moving. I think their work could be very, very demanding. Again, it could be something involved with the travel or tourism industry, psychology, traveling around, possibly charity work, or helping those who are sort of inhibited in some way. Okay, the Five of Wands. There's disruption around them with the Five of Wands. This is disharmony, debates, competition. I'm not sure if this is what they do for work or there's competition for them. I think around the time you meet, there could be possible competition. So if you are meeting, there is a possibility for some of you to meet sort of at an outing, a nightclub, or somewhere where there's drinking and sort of like there's these things involved. And I think there's competition. So either there's another person that will be approaching you, and including this person, and then some other person, and there's sort of like this competition between the two of them. Or it's when you meet this person, there's competition because there's someone else around them. Again, they already could be locked into a relationship. They could already be seeing someone, and they might be open to the idea of an affair, or they're just leaving a relationship that's quite fresh still, and maybe an ex is still in contact with this person, and this is why you see competition. Or if it's not, then somehow, perhaps in this person's line of work, maybe there's a hobby or a sport. Maybe they compete, whether it's running, hiking. Maybe there's a certain sport here. You know, they could be an equestrian. They could do long jump, high jump, javelin, hiking. So they could be competing in that sort of sense athletically, but they have competition around them. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do some sort of competitive sport or hobby with the Five of Wands. But there could be some disharmony around them as well. Again, with the Devil card, could be a number of things. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is creativity. It's working on money. It's working on yourself. It's working on finances. So I definitely think this person is working their way up in their career. Could be something to do with finances, but they're definitely working on something. But it's almost like they have a higher goal with the Eight of Pentacles. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're spending money on their own sort of business venture or consultancy or their own project. with the Eight of Pentacles. There is a lot of money around them. Again, earth energy. We do have fire with the wands, but we have earth with the pentacles. They do have wealth around them, and there's wealth that is out there for them. I think that's why they have to move around and travel around so much, is because they're competing for this somehow, for wealth, to be the best that they can be. So for some of you, they could even be an athlete working towards a world record, or working towards something that's really going to make a name for them with the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, the Empress, very nice. Could be an Aries that's coming through. Someone that you'll see as very, very influential, and, you know, someone that you'll idolize in a really big way. Again, obsessive thoughts with the Empress here. This is a very strong notion of someone being very influential and having a lot of power over you, possibly a lot of sexual power, because in this card here, she is quite sexually open. She's half nude. She's sitting very poised on her chair. So there's certainly a very large influence this person is going to exude over you. And it's almost like the Empress sitting right in the middle of the reading here, further reiterated by this gorgeous sun she has around her, indicates that this person really will be the center of your world. I think you'll have a lot of focus on this person, Capricorn. It's almost like they're coming in like a ray of sunshine. Like they're beaming like the sun. There's just such a magnetic attraction. But they're also someone of good stature, good personality, good rapport. But I think there's definitely the initiation into this connection is physical. Okay, the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is possibly a third-party situation here, so I'm wondering if there's someone around you, Capricorn, or someone around this other person. This is conflict. Three is a crowd already. Options, division, uncertainty. Something to do with secretive behavior. It could be you, Capricorn. I mean, you have come up in the reading here, so it could definitely be you that have options in front of you, and you're maybe being a little bit naughty with both these people. But it's indicative there's conflict happening here, and I think it's because there's a third-party person involved in some regard. So whether this person is... this is two different people that are coming in, or whether there is another person around you at the time when this person comes up in your life. Or it could be that they're not yet divorced, they're not yet completely separated from their previous relationship. With the Devil card, we saw the chains. They're still either emotionally or physically linked to someone else. And I think it's going to take them a while for them to walk away. But I do see them walking away from that eventually, because look, they're turning their back on something that isn't working for them, and I have a feeling it's this past person. They also, as I said, it could be a work thing. They could just be a really good mediator. There's conflict coming up around them. It's come up twice with the Five of Wands and the Three of Swords. So it could be that they, and the Empress is someone that's in a very highly influential and respectful position, an authority figure of some kind here. So it could be that they're an authority of conflict, of mediating conflict, whether that's with the law, whether that's with psychology, whether that's with people who are recovering from addictions. They're definitely mediating conflict, and they're moving. You know, it could even be a self-business they might have, and they go out and help people that are in these types of positions. This is the type of work they might do with the Three of Swords. Okay, Queen of Swords, strong air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming in. Capricorn, possibly an Aries with the sun right in the middle card here. Very good banter, very good common interests with this person, very good conversation. I think there's a lot of honesty It's almost like this upfront energy with the Queen of Swords. So something will come to light about this third party, or about what it is that they do here with the Devil card. So I think as much as there is secrecy, there's also going to be exposure. There's illumination, also reiterated by the Sun, the Empress right in the middle here. So something will be communicated to you from this person. There's communication coming in quite quickly with the Queen of Swords. This is charisma, direction. They're very ambitious, and they'll definitely be communicating with you very, very soon. There's a lot of swords here, a lot of communication. Again, the sense of urgency is coming up. And for some of you, it's definitely an air sign that's coming in, that's holding the sword, that's ready to make those changes. Or it could possibly be an air sign still around them. But look, I'm going to leave it at that, Capricorn. I will be continuing on with your extended reading. Now, this extended reading will be looking into this person's most recent relationship, why the relationship failed, why it went wrong, why they parted ways, what broke them up, and what they're looking for in their next relationship. So what they'll be looking for when you come in around them, and how you'll move from that physical into that more deeper emotional connection. And also just seeing how the two of you will feel together once you're in this established relationship. So I hope this has been enjoyable. I hope it's been insightful. Thank you as always for watching, and we'll be talking again soon. Thanks again, Capricorn.